So every time some fuckstick on television says the radical left, and I got to tell you, I sat there and listened to the entire Mar-a-Lago post indictment discussion. And I said, I'm going to listen to him and I'm not going to go into this with any preconceived stuff. I just want to hear this man talking, hear the tropes he uses. I want to hear the hooks, the little zingers that he brings in to try to manipulate his audience into seeing things the way he sees them. And it's not unique to Trump. This is standard. This is politics. This is, these people, they're manipulators, or master manipulators, master propagandists, and largely, megalomaniacs, and not reserved just to Donald Trump, right? I think to myself, um, gosh, this guy is fucking smart. Okay. That's the first thing that jumped out at me, because he has the bag of tricks of every freaking dog whistle ready to pull out. And he does something else that's particularly interesting. He's able to very slickly, like if you're at a party and you're cutting down on somebody and you're joking, you're in a cut down war or something like that. Trump gets these zingers like a high school kid. Like he's spot on with his zingers. And interestingly enough, he was very quiet, but very self-assured and very demonstrative without it being over the top, which was a little shocking to me as I listened to his talking points. He makes a lot of valid points, and this is the key to all folks that kind of mislead you. They grab a hold of some facts, they grab a hold of some truths, and then they lace it with their, of course, why would you ever think that a sitting president wouldn't have documents in their home? Joe Biden has some 1,800 in his garage, sitting there next to his now famous Corvette. Somehow or another, lots of documents ended up in Chinatown, playing on the dog whistle, Chinatown, and they're coming after me as if I'm a spy. Oh, but I've done nothing but fight for this United States, and fight for this country, and blah, blah, blah. And he starts talking about the inflation. There's inflation. But he puts this off on the irresponsible spending of the administration. Okay, that's craziness right there. And then he talks about how law and order is falling apart in this country. People are killing each other. And instead of focusing on the murderers in New York City, they're focusing on me, Donald Trump, who all I've done is try to make America great. Stuff like this. And as I listen to it, I'm like, I can see how he's going to play this. And I can see how that's going to resonate with people that don't understand economics on top of it. And so he talks about, we've never seen inflation like this before, blah, 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 and all this happy horse shit. And to the people that are listening, they're saying, wow, okay. But over and over and over throughout this thing, aside from attacking, corrupt Hillary, Joe Biden, and blah, 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 he was masterful, whether you like him or not. This is the key. This is how this man has stayed relevant, because people don't respect the fact that even though he's insane, he's brilliant. He's brilliant in a perverse way, not in a way that you and I would be proud to be brilliant in, but he's brilliant nonetheless. He's able to paint himself as the ultimate victim of partisan politics, while all he's doing is trying to make America great again. Joe Biden and the rest of them are on a political witch hunt to cover up for Hunter Biden's laptop and to cover up for blah, blah, blah. And then the whole way through, echoing nonstop, repeated, the radical left, the loopy left, the crazy left, the insane left, the left, the left. And it struck me like a ton of bricks. You can't get 2 inches ahead, because the left, first of all, in whatever organized fashion it may even exist in this country at this point, is not a homogenous entity. We war with each other more than we war with them. And more to the point, a large section of the quote unquote left feels it's more powerful to own shit libs by sidling up to Donnie than it is to really just be separate from both of them and say, these guys represent capitalism. These guys represent the worst and excess of making sure the rich are rich and the poor are poor. Instead of focusing on the fact that without a class analysis, these two parties can co opt us without understanding that we, being the working class, have a different class interest than what the capital order has at the top.